All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I am Lupagus. Two new names emerged to be the Vikings' backup quarterback. We're going to talk about those here in a minute. Before we do, hit subscribe, like, and comment. Also, become a member if you are so inclined. And yeah, Ben Gosling reporting two names to keep an eye on to become the Vikings' backup quarterback. And one is Joe Flacco, and the other is Ryan Tannehill. Let's start with Joe Flacco, the old man, the 40-year-old vet, the Super Bowl champion. He kind of had this weird career resurgence in 2023 when he played 5 games for the Browns and just absolutely ripped it up. Threw for 1,600 yards in those 5 games, 13 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, showing that he still has a little bit left in the tank. Got him a deal with the Colts last year where he didn't have as much success. He was 2-4 as a starter there. He threw 12 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. And we went against him. He didn't look that great. We were kind of worried about playing a veteran like Joe Flacco before that game started. And we shouldn't have been because he looked kind of horrible. But again, Colts quarterbacks haven't had a lot of good luck there with what they're doing with Anthony Richardson. So I'm going to put that a lot on the coaching staff. So Joe Flacco, a name that honestly doesn't overly excite me, but I do like the fact that he's 40 years old, ton of experience, perfect mentor type for JJ McCarthy. Ryan Tannehill is a little bit more head scratching, the fact that he just didn't play last year. He never found a deal with anybody. He didn't play in 2024. He hasn't played since 2023. Where he started 8 games, threw for 1,600 yards, 4 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Tannehill, a little bit younger here. He is 36 years old. He's a lot more mobile than Joe Flacco. The fact he didn't play last year, I don't know, doesn't really make him a super sexy option in my mind. Again, I'd rather have any of these guys than Aaron Rodgers because I don't want a guy in here who's going to compete with JJ McCarthy, put pressure on him to be the starter. These are both mentor types, guys who aren't going to challenge for the job, but guys who could help the young quarterback, break down film, see things on the field. And if they had to go in a pinch, potentially you could win a game or two with them at the helm. I don't think they're going to destroy your chances. So of the two, boy, I guess I'd prefer Flacco just for the fact that he's kind of had this late resurgence. I mean, when he was with the Browns, they went 4-1 with him as a starter. He got him to the playoffs. He was just ripping it up. And maybe in KOC's system, he can have that kind of a resurgence again. And I don't want him to see the field, but maybe he could. So Joe Flacco, Ryan Tannehill. And Tannehill, man, that's just bizarre that he didn't play anywhere last year. I was shocked to find that out. But Ben Gosling's reporting this. So again, Jameis Winston's still out there. Carson Wentz still out there. Still a lot of names out there. And Aaron Rodgers is still out there as well. And that's just will not go away. But here's 2 new names, Joe Flacco, Ryan Tannehill. Of the 2, let me know in the comments, who would you prefer be the Vikings' backup quarterback? And God, when is this thing going to get figured out? When are they just going to make a decision and sign somebody? Who knows? But Joe Flacco, Ryan Tannehill, some possibilities. Let me know what you think. Keep your skull in your hole.